What is up with the squad? It says your favorite auntie with Uncle Tennessee's in the building. Hello, world. Welcome to the weekend. He is here, and he is also the first comments in the chat. What's
right.
up, y'all?
That's right.
What is the deal? What is the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal?
Oh man, so much.
Man, we still celebrating Asia. We still celebrating Asia. MJ got big news about how the picks been going. Welcome to Cess Talks Bets with MJ number 23. MJ, what's happening? How you doing?
Oh man, where do I start? I mean, there's so much news, so much things going on. I haven't got the full. I didn't get the full reaction to last night's Aces Lynx game. I was in and out watching it. And it was a good game, right? I mean, it's night and day from the last game, night and day. It's in the real almost irritating part of it was that there was only a few adjustments made by the Aces, a few that I could see, in to the first level thinkers, the Neanderthals, you probably wouldn't see what those differences were. Not going to explain them to you right now. It's that's for another show. But with that said, it was 13-game win streak, right? What was the talk in the before midseason, especially after the 50-point loss at home? What was the talk? It was just like everything was, it was woe is me, and the Aces aren't who they are, and and Age is supposed to be an MVP candidate, but she can't. She's losing games by 50 and just everything that you could think of, I heard. And now it's a little bit more quiet. These days with that talk. I ain't hearing a whole lot of that talk right now. What's really scaring people right now that didn't want this to happen is that Asia may come out with this MVP, whether people like it or not.
May? Did you say May? Before, man, she closed the door on that thing. Man, there ain't no more questions. There ain't no more questions. She got to listen. Asia been cooking all season, and she skewered last night. She been cooking all season, and she skewered last night. Here's the thing: we were just talking about this. We were just talking about this on the other show. Mm-hmm. You don't get a turn at MVP. It ain't no turn you gotta earn. Exactly. It ain't no turn you gotta earn. Losers don't get to do winner shit. Period. Period. That's it. That's how it works. Like this year, let's get to the shekels. Y'all know it's informational and entertainment purposes only, and y'all know that I'm here to learn. Okay. We got football back. We had our first trash talk last night. Y'all got to get ready with the trash talk now. I know some of y'all was mad. I'm gonna share some of the trash talk that I saw going on. People was fired up. CD Lamb owed 2 touchdowns next week. You hear me? People fired up about the way that thing went. So y'all let me know in the chat. We watching football, Cess Talk Sports now. We got college football coming up tomorrow, so we're gonna be talking about what's going on with the Gamecocks. They played late, and then Skull Buffs played early, so we got that going on. We got WNBA finishing up this regular season. We getting to the hitters. We getting to the hot streaks. Hey man, we getting to the shekels. So I mean, we just a couple sheklinairs. Y'all make sure that y'all like and share, because we for these couple sheklinairs right here. Just like and share. They both right there. If you can't hear my voice and you not following us on X yet, what you waiting for? Hit that follow on X. And I know y'all been on Twitch with the stud buds. Follow Cess Talk Sports with a 2 behind it, the number 2 behind it on Twitch. We are pushing for affiliate on those platforms. We appreciate y'all support all the time, fam. Help us grow and continue getting this platform out there. And without further ado, man, let's get to some good news. Now, I gotta give it up for MJ. Because he's been consistent. Y'all don't know, MJ is up picking games, falling asleep at the computer. He got 2 laptops. He went and made somebody else give him a laptop. But I mean, hey, let me tell y'all something, man. Hey, my man's on a roll. You've been following his picks, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They've been hits. They have been hits. Shout out to you. Ghostface Picker, the pick master, pick master. So, break down some of that good news. Break down some of that good news.
The main good news that we're looking at and I'm gonna run right into is for we started the hot hitters and the good matchups picks probably about a couple weeks ago, I think. And I stumbled upon something that I wish I would have stumbled upon at the beginning of the season because what I found could be a really good shekel booster going into the NFL and the college basketball season. What we've done with the hot hitters and the good matchups in the last 3 out of 4 pick sessions, we have swept. So whether it's been four picks at the very least, I think it was 4 at the minimum, but most of them average between 5 and 6 picks in combining those 2 sections. Yesterday we swept again, and we also hit on a few others as far as the moonshots, and we also swept the Easter eggs yesterday too. If you would have put together those six, the 3 hot hitters and the 3 good matchups at minus 137 for each one of those together on one ticket, 10 shekels would have got you $114 or $140, and 100 shekels would have got you $1,400. So we do have a handful of pickers in here that wagers 50 to 100 shekels at a time. I want you guys to pay attention to some of these because there's only about 10 games left in the season, I think. So let me see. What is that? 81, 59. What is that? That's 140. No, there's more. So it's about 20 games left. 20 games left in the season. We are really going to be hitting these hard, especially on the long slates. That was what we hit on the other day. Just to give you a heads up, there was 6 games, I think, in the somewhere around 6 games in Major League Baseball yesterday. We swept 6 picks on a 6-game baseball slate. Usually we have more leeway when it's anywhere from 11 or 12 games all the way up to 14 or 15 games in a day. In 6 games, we were able to potentially do 10-1 on some really safe. It seems like they're more safe bets than it is if you're just betting on hitters, because most of these that we're actually wagering on are bases. Like we're leveraging walks into hits, because if they don't get a hit, they're usually going to get a walk just because either they're ahead or behind a power hitter. That's one of the basic formulas that I put together 2 weeks ago when we started doing this, and silently, it's been flying under the radar. These things have been the hottest. Well, yeah, I guess they have been the hottest in the last couple of weeks as far as the picks go. As far as sweeping, we've had sweeps in different categories in different games, in the last couple of weeks, but this has been very consistent, and that's all we're looking for when we're doing our wagering. We want to be as consistent as possible. Now, with that said, how I roll with this. Always any bets that you make over 2 bets, always single bet them back and round robin. The round robin usually covers the single bets depending on which one you pick, but always single bet and round robin your picks. I know it's a little bit of extra cash for a little bit more payoff, but if one of these decides to, somebody, swings and misses, and then all of a sudden, they get pinched hit out of the game because they twist their ankle at the plate or something like that, and there's no more at bats for them, right? And then we miss out on something that's fluky. If you round robin those picks and you miss one, you're still going to get shekels when everything else hits, right? Type in the chat if you have questions about that. I'm trying to simplify that as much as possible. The moral to the story is make sure you find out, if you have questions about round robin, and hit us up in the mansion. Send your emails. Send the messages through Instagram and X. We'll answer those questions as soon as we possibly can. What's up, Coach Coleman? I see you out there. That's right. I will shekel yo AZZ up. That's right. I love it. But this is just the beginning, by the way. It's just the beginning. I'm working on some formulas for NFL. DraftKings is being a major, about my mode of payment for some reason now needs to be updated, and they haven't sent me an email to re-verify it. FanDuel's cool. FanDuel loves me. But we can't get Sportsbook up in Canada land where I am. So I'm only doing the daily fantasy, the Sunday millionaire makers and all that stuff. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff. You guys, oh yeah, that's right. That's another thing. So shout out to Kia Highlight. She's been on me about the futures picks. And she is, whether she wants to believe it or not, she does, or she just doesn't want to brag. She has come out with a lot of very interesting but sound future picks. And I'm not going to give them away, right? Because she made those picks. If you're in the mention, she was very gracious enough to share those with us so that we can all see and entail her. And if once we all hit, we thank her and keep the shekel drive going, right? So we definitely appreciate you on that, Kia Highlight. One of the things I need to get unlazy about is making a schedule to make sure, because I missed out on here, let me give her some more flowers. So I missed out last season on the college football Heisman Trophy winner and I think national champion, but I don't think I wanted to do it because of the playoffs. Made it infinitely harder to try to pick that. But guess who did hit on the Heisman Trophy in another I forgot what her other future was, but it was Kia Highlight. I was like, hey, she and I know, and she told me who she was picking. I thought it was a great pick, and she picked it early. And that's the one thing about futures. Do them as soon as you possibly can, so the odds that you get when they do hit are at their highest. Because by mid-season, you see the front runners and all that is going to be too late. That's exactly right. Early every single year, you should have your futures picks in for NFL. When college basketball comes around, you could probably have your futures picks like in this weekend for that too, to get the highest amount if they have them out. I'm not sure if they do. Men's college basketball side is going to be.
Let me go look at these. Let me go look at these futures she came up with. Let me see.
Oh yeah. Go check them out. Now the last part of this before we get into the actual picks themselves is that I went on just curious to how this was going to shake out and how I got my numbers for the hot hitters and the good matchups. I went and I went to ChatGPT or one of the AI systems, and I just asked the system what the payouts would be for six picks that are at minus 137 each, and that's usually what they are. They're a little bit different today for obvious reasons, because a lot of these picks that I picked are on hit streaks that are over 5 to 6 games, which is really cool. But it lowers the the odds so that they don't have to pay out as much when they hit. But that's what I got. I mean, to be honest with you, here's one thing, and I'll leave this alone for now until further on. One thing I did years back is when I was working with a group of people, we each put in I think we each put in like 5 or 10 shekels. About 5 or 6 of us. We put 5 or 10 shekels in on about a handful of NFL games, just to win. Right? No spreads, no overs. None of that stuff. Just the straight winners. And I think it came out to the ticket came out to anywhere from $50 to $100. I can't remember. It was a while ago. It came down to a Monday night game, and I think we lost that 5-legger on a last-second field goal, if I remember right. I can't remember right. But with that pick, those 5 picks that we parlayed into one ticket without round robining, by the way. This is before I was round robining and single betting the picks back. I think that ticket was actually it was somewhere close between 20 and 25 to 1. So if it was $100 on that times 25, you'd be looking at 2,500. So here's one thing: if you have a group of people or friends or associates that you guys do wagering and you go back and forth, I encourage you guys to take one ticket that you guys do a group pool on. Right? Have one person, give one person the shekels, pool it together on one ticket. You guys still do your own tickets, but pool them together on one ticket. If you feel you have a good edge on certain picks and different things like that, and you guys agree on certain things, pool it together on one ticket and start trying that out. That way you can leverage a little bit of your shekel bankroll, and when you hit, it's you're distributed, and then you can even carry that forward. Like the ladder challenge is happening next week. Just to give you guys a heads up, be ready for it. Get your shekel count ready. Budget to how you want to, attack the ladder challenge, because that is coming next week. I'm just trying to figure out which day I'm going to start it on, but whatever the case may be, it's just another idea. Like I won't lie to you. Some of the group tickets that we used to get as a group after pooling our money together, I would tail it. I'm like, yeah, because we would hit. I'm like, cool. I mean, why wouldn't I? I mean, if you have the extra shekels to do it and you like the picks that the group came up with, why wouldn't you make your own ticket? Make your own ticket and trail it. Like, especially now, I'm gonna be Gucci, because not only if I once I make picks, or if I group up with a few people, I'm tailing all the tickets that I feel confident with. So I'm gonna win twice, and I'm also gonna round robin and single bet them back, because if 1 or 2 don't hit, I'm still gonna get paid. I'm gonna get something back. If I don't win, if I don't make a full profit on it, I'm gonna get something back to leverage my investment. So that's just me. I can't speak for everybody else. I know there's a few of my shekeling partners in some of the groups that I'm in. They don't like the fact, if they can't win it outright, they don't want to get a little bit back because they feel that it's still a failure. I'm like, okay, hey, you do what you need to do. All I know is we're gonna move forward with the shekeling.
It's all bad for the comrades.
Exactly.
You ready to get into some picks? What do you want to do?
Let's do it. I'm ready. Feeling a little bit lucky today too. I have not, just to give you guys a heads up, I have not put a ticket in for the NFL game in Brazil tonight yet. Hopefully I'll get something done after the show, in just enough time for you guys to make it happen. And then I'm also going to, because we got 3 games in the W tonight, I'm going to try to get a quick ticket in for that one too. So that'll be in the wanna bet section. It's going to be a second ticket. These are our primary first level picks that we're putting in, but the second ticket is going to be a little different, right? So if you remember, it'll be in there hopefully shortly after the show. Get on my neck if you don't see it within 5 or 10 minutes after the show. Now, with that said, Kansas City going in. Well, I would say going into LA to face the Chargers, but they're in Brazil. San Paulo, San Paulo? Is that how you pronounce that? San Paulo. Yeah, Paulo, Brazil. Corinthians Arena. Don't get me started. Okay, so good old Patrick Mahomes coming back on a revenge tour. I think it's a revenge tour. They're actually coming in. The numbers on this too. For all of the KC fans that are in here or that will be watching this video, they know more than anything else. Early in the season, the Kansas City Chiefs in the last 2 to 3 seasons they mostly are on cruise control. I think I look at I think their opening game from last year was a low. I don't know if it was, I think it was low scoring, or the last time they faced the San Diego, I said it, the LA Chargers, they were, I think they won by 2. I think it was like 19-17. So they play down to the level of competition a lot. That's why this number is going to be careful with that number. If you decide to pick that, be careful with it, because we know Patrick Mahomes will scramble here and there, but the passing yards aren't always there, because you got Isaiah Pacheco back, which the all utility back, and then you also have Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt is still there, and he's usually like the second half back who comes in and gets a touchdown and gets some good runs. So they spread it around a lot. I think I'm forgetting the name of the guy that's suspended, I think, for about 2 to 4 games. Their best Rice. Rice is out for a determined amount of time that I have not rechecked up on. So I don't know if there's going to be a high scoring game. I just know that if you run it back with the Chargers, because you got Herbert. Herbert's a good slanging quarterback. He'll slang that thing for sure. But they did pick up a 1,000-yard rusher that may or may not get a lot of the carry. So there's a lot of research that I did the other night. I just wanted to get these picks in first. I didn't really double check some of the other stuff. But Keenan Allen, over 24.5 receiving yards. So Keenan Allen, if you guys don't know who that is, veteran wide receiver, some of the surest hands that you'll see in the NFL. I have no idea why this is that low. I don't understand it. I don't know if he was hurt during the preseason or whatever the case may be. I don't understand this number right here. I really don't. Like, he should absolutely kill. This should actually be a laydown pick, to be honest with you. It should be one of the easiest ones that you make. We don't guarantee things here, but if there was anything close to a guarantee, this might be it. So, like I said, unless he lost a finger or two in a fireworks accident for whatever reason, NFL players seem to love, or basketball players too, seem to love fireworks way too much, or they get too close to them for whatever reason. So that one definitely going to have that on the NFL ticket tonight. And Ladd McConkey. I don't know. For old school people, that name should be familiar, because that would be his dad. His dad played for the New York Giants, and I think his dad was the last receiver to score a touchdown in that Super Bowl, which was cool, because McConkey was he was a slot receiver, sure hands, third down receiver, very reliable. Ladd McConkey is that, and he's actually looking to be a little bit more than that. So I'm taking him as the primary. He has taken over the primary receiver duties from Keenan Allen. 4.5 receptions is right on the line for him. He should get 5 or 6 as the primary, especially if they're down, they're going to be throwing, and he's going to be the one getting open, for short gains and all that stuff. So there you go. Questions, comments, concerns. All right. Just making sure you awake in the back over there. Yeah, you in the back. Wake up. We got
hilarious.
Oh man, I had teachers that used to throw wadded up balls of paper at us when we fell asleep in class. He was accurate too, hitting people right on the head. Pink. All right, WNBA coming to. So this game is going to be sneaky. This is going to be a sneaky good game because, from what I understand, I think the Sparks are still in the race for one of the last playoff spots, unless they've been eliminated, which I have not seen. It hasn't come across any of my alerts yet. So this game is wildly important for both teams because with the win from Vegas last night, if I read that right this morning, Vegas is in second place, whether through tiebreakers or whatever the case may be. So they are now the number 2 seed. Atlanta has a chance to be the 2 seed if the Aces decide to rest people, or if they have some unexpected losses that we don't see coming in the foreseeable future. This game is going to be fire. Not sure why the Sparks are losing games that they should be winning at this point in the season, but I'm imagining that they're going to come out motivated and let that thing fire. So Erica Hamby, over 2.5 assists. Be careful of these picks. So this pick and some of the other picks are going to be on the risky side today. Erica Hamby is not known as a passer at all, and I would say she is more superstar shottish because she will shoot shots over double teams if she gets a chance to do it. But every once in a while, she does get 3 or 4 assists. I don't know if this is going to be the game for that, and it's on the road. So be careful of that. I do have the over on this because it's -104. It's a good number, but be careful of that pick. I think, and then there's the other one too. Like Breonna Jones, she's solid. That's going to be right at the number. Be careful of that too. But Ryan Howard, like I don't know what other language I can say about Ryan Howard. It's the only thing I can say is underachiever. Just the only thing I can tell you is this. She may not say it, but be careful of putting her on your parlays because I put her in for two steals or more the other day just because they had a good matchup, and her matchup, I mean, she could dominate it if she wanted to. She scored well. No steals. Not a one. Zero steal. So even if I would have put it to 1, I still would have missed it on her. So my bad. I should know better. But with that said, we're going with 3.5 assists because she burned me 2 games ago. I picked the under at I think it was at 4.5, and she got 6. So if she's trying, and she has the teammates. So that's the other part. That's the second level thing. She has the teammates that she can pass to that she trusts to make shots, right? Pow, Alicia. You can go down the list of people that she has on her team that she can rely on to make an open shot, or create their own shot off of her passes. So that's why I'm taking the over on this one today. Please be nice to me, Miss Howard.
Did you answer the question about if you use DraftKings?
What about it?
So we got Gloria in the building from Twitch. Welcome. Do you use DraftKings is the question, and Hamby's a GOAT. Do you use DraftKings?
Yeah, I use DraftKings. Yeah. So the only thing at the beginning of the show, I did mention that DraftKings is blocking my attempt to deposit some shekels for the upcoming Sunday Millionaire Maker, and a few other contests that I'm going to be entering. So I'm waiting on the email for them. But yes, I use DraftKings for daily fantasy only because we cannot use the sports book for FanDuel or DraftKings in Canada land. But if you're in a state that can, definitely take advantage of it because these picks apply to just about every wagering site that you would go to. I don't know about Underdogs, some weird things going on with that. But everything else, like MGM, Caesars, the other, even the sweepstakes sites that do sweepstakes, I say that in air quotes, these picks are for all of them. So yeah, you can use DraftKings, FanDuel for all of that, if that answers the question. I'm missing some names though. I'm trying to remember some main Prize Picks too. These picks are for Prize Picks. I know Prize Picks has the devil emoji for the risky friskies, and then the green goblin emojis for the good picks and all that stuff. These picks still apply for them too. Odds may be a little bit different, but same concept. Prize Picks is really cool too because they actually already give you an option to do a kind of a ticket round robin at the top though. It's not it's the way that they do it, it's kind of a set round robin, whereas well, never mind, I won't get all the way into that. That's another conversation.
Okay, so I just noticed the overs and whatnot are different on FanDuel. That's why I asked. FanDuel is so weird.
Right.
Like it forces all receptions for a specific amount of receptions.
Exactly. Right. 100%. So because what you're like on my wagering site, what I have available to me is I have available not only can I pick the over and under on what they think it's going to be, I can also choose how many I think they're going to get. So if there's, for instance, let's say we have Kelsey Mitchell for 3.5 assists. She had 8, I think, last game or the game before. So if I think she's going to show out against Chicago, I can move that 3.5 up to 5.5 if I think she's going to get 6 or more, and your odds will absolutely get better as far as if she hits it, you'll get a big payout for that. So if you don't have that option, I would I'll let Cess tell you. What do we say about shopping around for odds?
But I love a God. You got to shop around for the best month. Okay, got to shop around for the best month. So I told your last NFL pick on FanDuel as close as it could be.
Mm-hmm.
And for instance, I had to tell Kansas City Chiefs -3 over 274, Allen over 38.5, Conky over 5.5, etc. You just have to match the best you can.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yep, 100%. So, like, I love that. Put that on a t-shirt. Kelsey Mitchell. Let's continue. Chicago goes into Indiana. Indiana got some bad news, which is never good news. We never want anybody to be hurt. We never want anybody to be out for the season. Now that team in itself has been devastated with injuries, and that's what happens. It happens. They had high hopes. They were the front runners to win it all, according to some people, and it is what it is at this point. But I know one thing: they are going to play their tail feathers off against Chicago. Angel Reese got a 1-game suspension for her 8th tech, which it's a part of the rules. It's the same thing with Draymond. You got to be careful. Only difference is it's not going to make that much of a difference. I know there's a bunch of controversy going on around here. Part of the picks that I made don't reflect that, by the way. So, and that's a mistake on my part. I just want to warn you guys ahead of time. For the people that are listening intently to the show, thank you. And I'm going to tell you this. So these picks were made without the foresight of an Angel Reese suspension, of the recent comments made that were either misconstrued or misunderstood, or maybe even just came out the wrong way about teammates on the Chicago Sky. I think most of us can read between the lines and just figure out that, there's a lot that has to do with Chicago management when it comes to this. And there's only so much that you can do as a player while you're playing your tail feathers off for a team that you're trying to get over the finish line. So with that said, Ariel Atkins at points and assists under 16.5. With no Angel Reese, even with Angel Reese, with this type of information, there's a boost that may come about. So you may want to take the over on this points and assists because they definitely going to need Ariel Atkins. And, Indiana has players, but I don't know if they have anybody that can really stop her if she's actually on. And then Elizabeth Williams for under 10.5 points. That one I'm probably going to stick with. Just because, the whole season, and we've been waiting for Miss Williams to, pick up the front court, when she comes into the game, and it's been hit or miss, and it's been more miss than hit when it comes to certain games. So the minus 10.5, I would go ahead and I would be comfortable with keeping that, right? But for the most part, I'm predicting a boost for Chicago players, especially the front court players. Some of the front court players.
Not some of the front court players. You are rolling right along into the next pick. Who's the next?
All right, game.
We got 3 games.
Yeah, 3 games. Yep. Last game of the night, we're looking at the New York Liberty and the Seattle Storm. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just going to start with that statement. I don't know what to tell you as a lifetime Seattle Storm fan. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how this game is going to shake out. The line itself should tell you how much contradictory is in this game, because plus 1.5 for the defending WNBA champions with an upgrade in the roster is absolutely weird to me. And no offense to my Seattle Storm, they have been up and down. They have a losing record at home, which I do not like. You're not supposed to have that as a team that as a playoff team. The home court is supposed to be your home, your safe haven. If nothing else, you're going to play harder, you're going to play better. They haven't had a whole lot of significant injuries, maybe some new players, some younger players, but they have enough vets that they should be winning these games. So, in my opinion, I'm maybe a harsh critic, but I always pull for my Storm. We have the players. This should be a good game. The only thing that I've always worried about with the Storm is height. Their height has been a problem of late, but they have the height now. The only issue is we are super guard heavy. And sometimes our guards don't always get it into, the bigs the way they should, or get them, in the scoring positions. So with that said, Breanna Stewart, I don't know. She's been on cruise control since she got back. I'm not sure if they really need her to go all out. They may even lose this game, to be honest with you. Just the way that things have been going. Whatever, Frosted Flakes. Under 26.5 PRA, that's going to be right on the number. It's going to be right on the line. She's either going to get 27 or 28, or she's going to get 22 or 23. That number is right on the line, but I'm taking the under because, like I said, I don't know if they really need her to do a whole lot. They're playing on the road, so I don't know if they're as motivated because I don't know if they can even make a change in their seating right now going into the playoffs. So it may be just hey, let's get together and try to get some chemistry, and then fourth quarter they take their foot off the gas. So with that said, Natasha Cloud, Rebounds and assists under 9.5. I think she's going to be playing a whole lot of defense on 2 of the 3 guards that she's going to have to guard this game. So I don't know if she's going to get a whole lot of rebounds or assists, just because that's what they brought her in for is defense. She'll score some, but the rebounds and assists, I don't think she's going to get over 9.5. So that's a minus 145 is kind of a good wager on that. Good old Nneka Ogwumike. So she's been actually hitting the 3-pointer at a good clip too. I think 4 out of the last 5 games she's hit 2 or more threes. I think this will continue tonight. People they're giving her the 3 that she usually doesn't take as much as some of the other people that are hitting 2 or more threes in a game. Skylar Diggins, this number is going to be right at this is going to be right at the number 2. The last 2 games, she has had 6 assists on the dot, like no more, no less. And in the last 5 games, she's had 6 assists. Out of the last 3 out of 5 games, she's had at least 6 assists, and it's been right at the number. So we're going with the trends on this one. Going to be a good game. Should get that number, so we're taking the over on that.
I think we have baseball coming up next. Hot hitters, let's get it.
All right, y'all better take your screenshots and start and take your notes right now. Like I said, I've already made a ticket on this already. And I might make another one depending. Well, I'm definitely making some home run picks, so that's gonna happen. That'll go in the mansion too, under the wanna bet section. Ryan Mountcastle for hits. I think if I'm looking at one of my new cheat sheets, which I got a free trial on. You know how I like my free trials. Ryan Mountcastle is on a 6-game hit streak, and he is batting .600 against this pitcher that he's facing today. Going with the trends on that one. Brandon Nimmo for the New York Mets. He is on a 10-game hit streak right now. That is probably all I need to say about that. He has a pretty decent matchup. It's not the best, but I mean, on a 10-game hit streak, and he's batting probably 3rd or 4th today, he's going to get enough opportunities to get a hit. So we're taking that. I skipped on one, which I probably am going to put in the wanna bet section. He is also with the Mets, and I'm not going to disclose this on here, because you should be in the mansion getting the stuff anyway. Nick Gonzalez of the Pittsburgh Pirates. I think he's on a 5-game hit streak, if I read that right. But I'm picking him for a hit. He's going to be kind of the outlier on this one, just because I think he's the 2nd best hitter on the team. But they have him bat. I think they have him batting 5 or 6 today, if I looked right. A lot of this information I looked over last night, so I'm going off of memory, which my memory isn't that good. So do your own research. Make sure that what I'm telling you is as close to accurate as possible.
Try to leave it up here a little bit longer so they can get the picks in.
Oh, yeah. Picks in.
Get your screenshot, whatever you need to get. Oh, what is this? Good matchups? Oh, my bad.
Good matchups. No, that's exactly where we need to be. Good matchup. So to close out your picks here, this is I don't know why. So okay, just a confession. So these numbers, the minus 137, that's the average of what these on bases are, no matter. But some of the hotter hitters are actually at minus 209, right? On some sites, right? On the site that I use primarily right now, they really put it up there to the point where they're quite confident that they're going to hit this number. So that's why they pushed it up. So whenever you get these, put these in as soon as possible so that you can maintain the best shekel value when they do hit. Rob Refsnyder for Boston, get on base. It's done in the last 5 games. They have a good matchup today. If I read that right, I think that's yeah. They got a good matchup today. Let me get to the right spot. I'm not even in the right spot. There it is. So they face Arizona in Arizona. Arizona, I think, is a dome. And Boston is favored to win that game. Should be an 8.5 run total. That's what they expect, at least 8 runs. Bryson Stotts for Philadelphia. Usually we're talking about Kyle Schwarber and and Harper, Bryce Harper, as far as their best hitters. Stout, he bats 9th regularly, but for whatever reason he gets on base, and I think it's because Trey Turner is the leadoff hitter. Trey Turner is one of the better hitters in the league. He's not having one of his best years from at least from the home run points, because we were picking home runs for him last season, and he's not even close this year. But his batting average is really good, so that's why it looks like he. ESPN, okay, I'm going crazy, huh? We don't. We're not going to go away from him just because of his last 5 games. He's got on base all 5, and I think 4 of those games were multiple times. He got on base or stole a base or was moved over, whatever the case may be. Those count as hits. Those count as bases. When you walk or you hit, we'll take those. Dylan Dingler is the last one. So I was torn between Dingler and another player on his team because Detroit does have some good hitters, even though their bullpen may not be the best. And they're not contending for a World Series, not this year at least. But I thought I'd put him on there because I think he's on a 5-game hit streak too. So that one you may want to switch with someone else that I will have later on in this slide. So that's kind of a teaser. That's right. Comments, questions, concerns?
Mr. Lava.
Oh,
Mr. Lava.
Moonshot to the day, baby. Moonshot.
Mr. Lava.
Oh man, Coach Bro. Curtis Mead for Moonshots of the Day. Curtis Mead is one of the ones that you can substitute Dylan Dingler for. Curtis Mead not only got a hit the other day, it counts as a base. And that's one of the reasons I had him in 2 places the other day. And that's why you would have swept, because it's rare that they let you what they call correlate, whereas you're actually picking a player to do 2 things that are close to being similar, right? They usually don't give you the odds on it. They usually drop the odds when you do something like that. But yesterday it actually worked out. And then there's Jackson Holiday. Jackson Holiday to get on base. He was hot the other. He hit a home run the other day. That's what happened. So he hit a home run in the game 2 days ago, actually. Sorry. And he's still on a hot streak, so we're going to stick with him too for the moon shots of the day. Both are minus 137, as you can see. Actually, it's a basis. It's not even a hit. It's a basis. It's even better.
I mean, after.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. But after a moonshot, the only thing you can get is Big Daddy Long Dogs, extra long dogs of the day, baby. Extra long dogs of the day. What you got?
Hey, we're looking at this is kind of what I was talking about earlier about the Kansas City game. So Isaiah Pacheco, the do-it-all Swiss Army knife of the Chiefs, under 62.5. It's so weird to me, but it might just happen. just because Isaiah Pacheco's just coming back. I don't think he's 100% healthy. To be honest with you, from reports that I've seen, some of the Twitter, the X comments and alerts that I've seen, but he's playing. He's definitely playing. So taking the under on that one's definitely going to be an extra long dog shot if he stays under 62.5. And Camila Cardoso. So this is what I was talking about earlier. Plus 14.5 for points. Plus 10.5. So this was made without knowing, without putting into context, what was going on with Angel Reese. Now, without Angel Reese, she should get that easily. However, what people don't understand is that the best passer to Camila Cardoso on the offensive end most of the time is Angel Reese. Now, Area Atkins, if she can get a connection with Camila tonight, then it'll make it easier for her to get to that number. But for the most part, Angel Reese is usually the best facilitator for Camila. I'm hoping that they'll be motivated enough to work through Camila tonight. Regardless of the statements.
I mean, is it anybody else to work through? Who else? Who else? Okay.
I know.
Angel's
I
out.
know.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to work through Camila.
Right.
Before we let y'all get up out of here, though, can't let you guys get up out of here and start this weekend without Easter eggs.
Yeah, that's right. Easter eggs, really simple. Here's another thing. I'm going to skip to Gabby real quick, just to get Cody Bellinger. Cody Bellinger is on at least a 5-game hit streak. Is hitting behind Aaron Judge today in the third position. So Aaron Judge is somewhere around 40, close to 50 home runs. He's not going to get a good pitch to hit, but you know who is? Cody Bellinger. So if you want to be able to switch or even add that into, that'll be kind of a risky in my opinion. But if you want to add that in to the good matchups and the hot hitters, be my guest. And then also Matt McClain, also at the bottom of the lineup for the Cincinnati. He's usually 8th or 9th. But I think TJ Friedel, if I'm right, is a leadoff hitter, and he's a pretty good leadoff hitter. So they'll probably give Matt McClain some balls to hit. Hopefully he can at least get a walk and get on base. And last but not least, Gabby Williams, under 3.5 assists. I think Gabby will be going on demon mode when it comes to scoring tonight. Natasha Cloud is a big cover, and I know they actually try to stick some slower guards on her for some reason. I don't know why they do that. But maybe it's because Seattle has so many guards that they can't guard everybody, so they have to put somebody on somebody. So I imagine that Gabby's probably going to hit her points number more than she'll hit her assist number.
All right. I mean, we got some great picks. Coming in. We've been on a streak right here, hot streak. I mean,
hot streak.
You gotta give it up. You gotta give it up for Mr. Lover one more time for the picks this week, man. If you follow them, to the Shepherds, breaking out the ladder next week.
Yes.
Be on the lookout for previews and picks. We got him on the hook for some Skull Buffs picks and
Skull Buffs
picks. Gamecocks.
4-pack coming up next week too.
4-pack coming up next week, but we will get the Buffs and the Gamecock pick out before the game starts tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that drop. Anything else, MJ? Anything else I'm forgetting?
Oh no, I mean I think we covered a lot already. I mean we can talk with this. I mean, we can talk forever on these, but let's get to the shekels on these, and we'll reconnoiter later.
Absolutely. Y'all know what it is. We appreciate y'all pulling up. Hit the like and the share. They both right there. Make sure y'all following us on all social media platforms, especially X and Twitch right now. We're on a push for those. Until next time, y'all stay tuned. Talk soon. That's MJ Lover 23, Cess Talks Sports.